Most small accounts don't fail because they pick the wrong stock. They fail because they use the wrong strategy. They overpay for options, oversize positions, and confuse leverage with risk. Today, I'll show you the top 3 strategies to scale a small account, and I'll show you exactly how to do it on the trading platform. All right, guys, before we get started, one thing I ask, one thing only, smash that like button down below. It really helps to get the video out to more people, and we want to grow the community so that we can help as many people as we can become financially independent. All right. Also, you're certainly welcome to subscribe and join the free Discord pinned in the comment down below. It is completely free right now, and it's free for life if you join. It eventually will be paid a monthly subscription. So get in now, and you can see all the live trades that we have on the platform. Right now, we've got 183 members. It's growing. We'll close it off at some point. Here's the new option trading mastery trades that we place. I give you the setup, the catalyst going forward, and then I actually show you the screenshot of the trade that I place. And we can share gains and wins together. I welcome everybody in the community to do that and also share your trades. Thank you very much, Majuro, for the last one that you shared. I know Stephanie and Sharamar have shared trades as well. And then in the chat, Dee Berg, Ray, welcome. And we can talk about trade ideas so we can together grow our accounts. All right, why do small accounts require different strategies? Well, first off, small accounts have one advantage: flexibility. Now, they also have hard constraints: limited capital, limited margin, and limited tolerance for drawdowns. That means you cannot trade the same way large portfolios do, and you cannot rely on single direction bets. Small accounts need defined risk, high probability, and repeatable income mechanics. The goal is not home runs, but it's survival and consistency. Here's what most people miss: it's not about direction and picking the right stock, it's more about structure. Structure determines the max loss, the probability of profit, capital efficiency, and emotional stability. The best small account strategies get paid to be patient. They benefit from time decay and limit downside by design. One of the most efficient tools for small accounts is strategy number 1: put credit spreads. Why? Because they allow you to define risk up front, trade bullish to neutral bias, and generate income without owning the shares outright. You're not betting the stock explodes higher, you're betting it simply doesn't collapse. The key advantages? Well, small capital requirement up front, high probability setups, and consistent theta decay. So that's bringing in dollars over time. Now, this strategy works best when markets are trending or consolidating, when implied volatility is elevated, and when you want exposure without overpaying. For many traders, this becomes their core income engine. Strategy number 2 is really where small accounts start to scale intelligently: the poor man's covered call. A poor man's covered call allows you to control 100 shares of stock using a leaps option. It also allows you to sell a short-term call against it to collect income and reduce cost basis over time. Instead of tying up tens of thousands of dollars in stock, you deploy fractional capital with similar mechanics. And why does this matter? Well, you're long-term bullish and you're still generating short-term income while limiting downside to the leaps structure and what you paid upfront for the trade. Now, the poor man's covered call really shines when you have conviction in a long-term thesis. The stock has liquid options. That's key. You don't want to give up dollars by it not being liquid and having wide bid-ask spreads. And you want cash flow while waiting. So that's where that short call comes into play. And you can roll that monthly and just keep collecting that income. Now, this is a capital efficient trade, and you're not abusing the leverage. Now, the third and final top strategy for small accounts allows you to make money on both sides. So Markets don't only go up, they also have pullbacks, right? Corrections. So we want to make money when that happens as well. So strategy number 3 is the call credit spread. Now, call credit spreads are a strategy that allows you to sell premium on overbought stocks. So they're too high priced compared to their current value. Now, you can introduce negative delta into your portfolio because most investors and traders, they're just long completely and they don't capitalize and make money on those pullbacks. And third, you profit when price stalls or the pullback occurs. And that's going to happen on every single stock. They don't go straight up. Now, you're not predicting a crash. You're just saying this stock is overextended and too high priced right now, and it doesn't need to keep rising. It's not going to. The key advantage, well, high probability. They're also defined risk trades and they benefit from time decay. If it goes against you and it keeps moving higher, that's okay. Then you know what? That's just more reason to stay short because at some point it's going to pull back. So you just roll out to the next month and collect more premium. Now, it benefits from volatility contraction as well. So you want to put these on when implied volatility is pretty high. And call credit spreads work best when stocks are extended into resistance and momentum is slowing. Implied volatility is elevated, like I said, and markets are stretched. This balances your portfolio and lets you make money in both directions. All right. So, what do most traders and investors get wrong with small accounts? Well, most traders chase momentum. They also buy short dated options and they oversize positions. That's not a strategy, that's just exposure and risk. Now, small accounts don't need that type of excitement. They need durability. The fastest way to grow capital is avoiding blowing up because that just ends the process, right? So, how do we want to think about position sizing? Well, every trade should answer 3 questions. What is my max loss? What is my probability of profit? And how does this affect my portfolio delta? In other words, do I only make money if the market goes up, the stock price goes up, or can I make money if it pulls back as well? Now, no single trade should matter. Consistency compounds, and being emotional, that's not good. All right, let's jump into some live trades and then we'll summarize things. All right, guys, I'm going to go through these trades and break them down pretty quickly. We're here on the Tasty Trade trading platform, my favorite for trading options. There's a link down below, benefits if you go through the link. It's a brokerage as well. These are the guys that started the Think or Swim, and this Tasty Trade platform is much better. But if we punch in Amazon right here, Amazon's a good stock, so I'm going to sell a put credit spread in Amazon. I like to go out about 45 days to expiration. We're kind of right in the middle. I'm going to go to 58 days, the February option chain, open that up. We're on the trade page. And then puts are on the right, calls are on the left. So we're going to sell a put credit spread. So let's click on the right. We're going to go to the 31 delta and click on the 220 buy. This is to sell, or I'm sorry, not buy, sell. Sell. And we're going to sell the 220 and then we're going to buy the 210. Now, actually, that gives us $2.70. I want to collect about a third the width of the spread, so closer to $3. So I'm going to go 225, 215, and we can collect $3.27. Now, one option contract controls 100 shares of stock. So how much is that? That's 327 times 100, $327 that we collect as soon as we hit this review and send. Now, our max loss is the $10 width of the spread because the 215 strike that we bought, that's protection. It protects us on the downside. Now, it's $10 minus the 327, or it's 673. $673 is our max loss, and our max profit is 327. But it's got a high percentage of profit. So that short call, the 225, is a 37 delta. So that's basically a 63%. So it's above 50% chance of profit. If we go to the curve mode right here, you can see we can even have the stock pull back and we're still in the green profit zone right there. This is what I love about the platform. Super intuitive. If you're visual, you can see the trade. As long as it stays above this 225, we collect the full profit. And we can go to the graph and we can see where it's trading, and we've been kind of trading in a range for a while. We've got the 200-day moving average and the 50, so I look to see a breakout above. So what we can do is go ahead and hit review and send and place that trade. Now, one more that I want to show you, the poor man's covered call. That was strategy number 2. We're going to do that in Applied Digital. I like Applied Digital long term. It's a fairly low price stock. So let's go out in doing a poor man's covered call. We're first going to buy a leaps option. I like to go about a year out. So we'll go out to the January 2027. So that's more than a year. 387 days to expiration. We'll click and open that up. I'm going to go right here to the 72 delta and click on the 25, and we're going to buy the call. And the mid price is $10.95, so just under $11. Now, if we go to the curve mode, you can see just like owning up. I'm sorry, I've got other trades on. I'm not going to be able to show that like I did on the other trade. But $10.95. So just like owning the stock, we're replicating owning 100 shares of stock. But instead of purchasing 100 shares at $26 times 100 is $2,600. We're paying $10.95, basically $11 or $1,100. So almost a third, less than half the amount to control the same 100 shares. So $10.95. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and close that up, and then we're going to sell a short-term call. So I'm going to go out closest to 45 days, 58 days right here, open up that chain, and we're going to sell. Let's go out to the 33 we can collect. We're going to sell. So we're clicking here on the left. Calls are on the left, and instead of buying, we're going to sell it this time. Now, let me delete that. We had an $11 price, $10.95. Now, as soon as we click on this to sell the 33, we collect $2.12. So it's going to bring down the price of this. So boom. Now it's $8.70. So that's immediately in our account. So it brings down the cost to under $9. We can even go out a little further right here to the 34, and we're still under $9. And if we collect $200, we do this every month, we're paying this $900 off in collecting $200 in less than 6 months. So that's the beauty of the poor man's covered call. Any pullback, we close out the call. If it moves up, we make money on the leap. So we make money in both directions. Now, we hit review and send and place the trade. All right, last trade I'm going to show you is the call credit spread, strategy number 3. And I'm going to do that in Tesla. And why Tesla? I like Tesla long term. And you can see I've got one on right now. But here's the problem. Tesla, if you look here, it's at the top end of the Bollinger Band. So it's overbought. It's too high priced versus what I think it should be priced at. So I'm looking for a pullback. And we're way up here at 485. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go out 45 days to expiration closest, so February, and then we're going to sell. And let's look to sell. Let's see what we can do on a $10 wide again. Maybe go out 520. We're going to sell and then buy. We're doing calls, so we're going to sell and then buy $10 wide right there, 520, 530. And we can collect $3.05. So that's about a third the width of the strike, which is perfect. We collect $300. And if we go to curve mode again, you can see we can even have it move up all the way up to this 520, and we still keep that full $300. Now, if it did test this, we can just roll out to the next month, and sometimes we can roll up and out and still collect premium. So that's the beauty. We make money in both directions when we place this trade. So we hit review and send and place the trade. All right, guys, let's summarize and put this all together. Now, this is not 3 different random strategies. This is a system. Now, the put credit spreads are a bullish strategy that creates income. And the poor man's covered call is for capital efficient growth. You can really scale with the poor man's covered call because you're making money on the leaps, and then on any pullback you're collecting that monthly income as well. And you can see, if you theoretically you can pay off that poor man's covered call in less than 6 months and then basically control 100 shares of stock for free after that. Now, the call credit spreads are income as well, just like the put credit spreads, but they balance out your portfolio, bringing it to more of a neutral delta, not so long, just hoping the market goes up, because markets move in both directions, and you're taking advantage of an overpriced stock that's already at highs. Now, different roles, same philosophy. Sell time, sell theta, defined risk, and stay consistent. We're hitting base hits, not home runs, right? All right, guys, which strategy is your favorite, and what's your favorite stock for that strategy right now? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to hit like, subscribe, download the free options workshop in the link below, and join that Discord to see the live trades, the free trades, while it's still free. All right, guys, if you like this video, watch this next one.